read, unfortunately, from Mythic Seal for Zippy's. There you go. Yeah.
Look at that.
They need anti-CC. They're scared of the glue mount.
Yeah. You needed the Raging Slash, a CC immune on the Lapu Lapu when using Bravest Fighter and the Raging Slash. Great last pick, Swerve, and this allows Cram to do Cram things.
Yes.
Carry, stay
Carry
in
picks.
front and set things up. It needs a lot of communication from these two. Thank you for joining us so far. This has been a fantastic start to day number 3 of MSC at EWC. Remember, who wins this series secures the first slot into the knockout stages. Will it be the defending champions Selangor Red Giants, or will it be the champions of Myanmar in Mythic Seal? Wherever you are, make some noise and show your love for these two teams, because I'm sure this will be an absolute banger.
We agree here, me and Brig, for your second official, hopefully, crazy bang bang game. Because I don't know, game 2 was bang bang Rooney, game 1 was too, but I want this to be the more of like game 2 where both of them fight back, not just a one comeback sweep. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard what Renmar said. We're getting straight into the land of Dawn with Natan flying in the air to bring us right here.
Yep. I want them to bring in the unexpected for this game. I don't want it to be a replica of the flow for the first 2 games, wherein it's always Mythic Seals playing from behind and just forced to defend up until the objective. But we'll see if they're able to do just that with the minimal amount of time to reset. Okay, there you go. Very aggressive start again from Mythic Seals.
Early flicker burnt out for Stormy here. And Mythic Seal will just utilize this. That's going to be a pickup. Whoa.
What are you going for Stormy? There's so much pressure. Yeah, but okay, that's the thing. They cleared the minion wave too early on, but this is the matchup we've been talking about. I feel even in the draft, finally a Lapu Lapu returns up against the glue, and I feel like it's gonna fare pretty well for Cram, but doesn't take the fact that it doesn't take away the fact that it's annoying. Like, the glue is gonna be annoying whatever you do.
Very those AOGs constantly once you channel it.
Yeah, the amount of crowd control that Mythic Seal can put to stop you, almost put an early kill onto Zippy. Things are looking good, but on the mid lane, they traded out Stormy as well.
Yeah, so they get a trade. It's going to be Zippy for Stormy, but that means Mythic Seal can capitalize straight off the bat with a turtle start. Their first turtle in a game.
In the series.
Yeah, in the series. Ladies and gentlemen, game 1 and game 2, they lost the first neutral objective battles. This time, it changes. Mythic Seal have gotten a bit more value than SRG early on.
That's what we're saying. That's a clear change in approach from Mythic Seal. They no longer want to just let go of the objectives as much as they can. Boye has the Fizz-Crack but won't use it just yet. That's enough for Fumes to be forced to recall though. This is really great pressure coming in from Mythic Seal so far. Except the fact that Zippy was taken out in the bottom lane.
But it's all right. The thing is about the Granger is right, the fact that, yes, you can get solo killed, you can get ganked, you can die, but you're still not going to be behind of your laner. Why? Gold Crab. You almost had like 90% Gold Crab take. That's going to be AOG. Over to the back now, Zippy!
Only knocking up Nico though, and Zippy, again for the second time around, gets taken down, but a beautiful Thorn Throws catching 2 members from SRG OG. Again, Boye gets the double kill though.
Unfortunate for Mythic Seal. You would not want those kills to be on Boye, but technically it's still a good trade. See, now it's weird because, like, is it a good trade? You got Zippy. I think that, you know what, just because Boye got the kills, I'll say it's worth it for SRG, all right?
Okay, okay.
Because it's a kill on goal. We were just talking about this. You can be behind on the Granger and you can still come back, but that doesn't mean you go 0-2, right? 0-1, sure. 0-2, that's the limit. If you go 0-3, that should be where it ends for you still being able to hold the lead through Gold Crab and minions.
Yeah, it could have been somehow balanced out if some of those went to Zippy or to the damage dealers for Mythic Seal, but then again, it will still allow Mythic Seal to keep the pressure going. This is going to be another very confident game from Boye, and we're seeing it time and time again. Now even Kun doing a lot to annoy not just Cram, but now even the other members of SRG. This is where they intend to fight. They want to bank on the idea that they can really make use of their team fight capabilities considering their lineup.
It's mid prio. Stormy sent that as well. Nico, immobilization. Stormy pinned down, has a Crimson Beacon, gets away. Yums!
Oh, uses the AOG but knocks up no one.
Wow.
And somehow Kun gets to find Stormy. Will be successful in terms of taking him down with the help of Nico. But that's
Wow.
already one man down for SRG. And look at that Flicker Fist spray coming in from Boye. Fist crack launch just in time. Sekai's is the next target.
Kun is clean on this glue. Wow, what a rotation by Innocent landing the SOD. Did you see that mini sidestep from Kun to dodge away from the second skill of Joy?
Yeah.
Clean gaming and great response from Boye to punish a no mobility Joy at that point because he missed that skill. Now Mythic
Yeah.
Seal the ones capitalizing on a turret up top, and they could break the mold. The pattern that has been Mythic Seal do better from behind.
Mythic Seals have been scary when they've been very consistent in terms
Ooh,
of
pure.
taking back the lead when playing from behind. But this version of Mythic Seals seems a lot more terrifying for me because they're able to do this great of a job in the early stages of the game up against SRG OG and even being the first ones to convert into a structure. So it's actually SRG who's behind right now.
Be careful. Look at that, right? By the way, this is what we were talking about. Look at the Granger. 0, 2, and 2 still. Oh, the cancels constantly. Yums unable to pop the AOG. Finally gets it. But you can see the gold lead.
Yep.
0-2, no problem. He's still just 100 gold behind, which means it's practically nothing here as they clear the wave and they're looking to go for the dive. Traction pulse.
Oh, they find Stormy somehow, but Sekai's will try to disturb the members in the backline once again, looking for Zippy. There's the knockback coming in from Boye, but Sekai's still gets to walk away. So, again, going back to your point, yes.
Hey, Zippy, 0-2, not 0-3, man. 0-2 is the limit. Now he's past the limit. Now it's SRG's turn to think. This is also Brigitte White. Oh, wait a minute. They're just going to mount. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No, they still have to respect the anti-CC. Yeah, this is why.
Yeah.
You say it's scarier. In a way it is, but in a way, it's scarier as the Mythic Seal fans too, for the Burmese people that are like, oh my god, they're ahead. They might throw.
Yep. That could be a potential
Cram.
angle to look at because Cram goes in with the bravest fighter looking for a fight. Oh, but Flicker's out instead, so he won't have the Flicker for this upcoming objective if ever they do want to contest.
Should be a free one, but Innocent is building up, and this is just giving me a lot of flashbacks to the M6 World Championship when they were up against CFU, down, losing in the early game, but then Innocent came in with one SOD, one Innocent moment, turned things around.
I think I remember that moment. But then Mythic Seals, they're gonna be careful for now. I think they too are well aware of the fact that even when things are looking to be good, Innocent has been managing the waves well, and their gold laner hasn't been in the best position so far. There's always Sekai's hunting him down. So even if you want to think that they could do well in terms of prolonged team fights, Sekai's just denies them of that because they immediately eliminate one of the major damage sources. So that 100 gold lead that existed earlier has just ballooned into a lot more and could grow into more if they don't get to watch out for Zippy from this point onwards.
The big win condition right now is a capital INNOCENT for Selangor Red Giants OG Esports, and that's what they're banking on. They're just holding the other side of the map. Every time Mythic Seal make a play, make a move, they send Innocent to play cross map, get minions.
Yeah.
Now for Mythic Seal, can they stop that from happening by either going bot, catching Innocent, or pulling off a 4v5 and winning before Innocent gets there?
Yeah. I mean, Ken was already there, so Innocent didn't try to force a fight, knowing that there was Ken. So it seems like they're trying to actually respond to the pressure right now. If you look at where Boye and Ken are going, they find Innocent. That happened in just the blink of an eye, by the way.
Yeah, just like in game number 2 when SRG were the ones to beat or to kill Zippy on the Moskov, now Mythic Seal do the same thing. The Lancelot's so mobile and the Badang so good. Oh, wait!
Oh, forced to use the Flicker because they have no Crimson Beacon. Stormy! That's 2 kills for Mythic Seal, and they have a Lord. They can take this Lord if they want to. Still, Sekai's is alive, however, so they might want to engage in a fight instead. Yums has the AOG as well, but will they decide to go for it? Sekai is already being poked down pretty low. Oh, Crab jumps in!
Oh! Get in the back, that's a Spirit of Misery from Innocent, but all of them are down. It's just Cram. This Brave Spider cancel almost a steal from Innocent, but Ken secures it with a retribution now. It's Cram mounted on. Zippy finally gets those stats racking up. 3 in a span of 1 team fight. Mythic Seal are well and truly the ones holding a position to send SRG down, but mainly to make it to the knockouts. Man, Ken on the Lancelot. Whenever he picks a hero in game 1, everybody should just settle and say, all right, that's what he's going to be playing the entire series, because he gets better every game.
Yeah, and honestly, you see how Yums struggled in terms of using the AOG at that moment too. Like, Boye timed his crowd control skills so well, which denied SRG of that potential knockup, because those 3 members which were left, Cram, Sekais, and Yums, they clearly seemed like they wanted to contest, but hold on, Ken! Will he be able to get himself out of this? It's a no, but Cram!
Okay, they go for the Bravest Spider in. Innocent gets a shutdown. The flashbacks.
The flashbacks.
Flashbacks, M6 all over again. Just a different team though. Mythic Seal, you cannot afford to be doing those things up against Selangor Red Giants OG Esports. They're a team that knows how to punish every small mistake. And that wasn't a small mistake. That was a pretty big one. That's a bounty to the pockets of Innocent on Moscow.
If I were Mythic Seal, I probably would not want to pick a fight in the purple buff of SRG OG, or in any position where you sense the connection too. I mean, it's just Cram who could give Innocent all the information. And to be fair, that SOD which landed on the objective earlier was a very close call. Like, that could have been something, or that could have been a steal, but now they go for Yums. Will he cast the AOG though? He gets to, and Sekais does not find the kill on Zippy this time.
But you can still see the damage racking up. Like, SRG are building towards some crazy damage in the late game with the Joy and the Moskov. Question is, will it be enough? Can they get an angle on Zippy and Nico? So far, they have been able to get on Zippy. Nico has been very good in the back. So, yeah, damage dealt here. Wow, it's actually Karam amongst the Mythic Seal boys.
That's high. 38,000. I mean, even from the very beginning, we saw just how much he wanted to maximize that passive from the Kimmy. And to be fair, I feel like Nico has less problems to think about compared to Zippy. Like, Sekais has his eyes set on Zippy and not Nico. But that can potentially backfire too. Nico still is a decent source of damage, and if any, he's the one who's always forcing out the Crimson Beacons. He's the one always pressuring Stormy, and if you actually look at Stormy, this isn't such a good position to be in as the Jushin.
Ken has done a good job at, managing the waves down below, so it'll be a slow push here with a 4.5k Goldie from Mythic Seal. They want a team fight. They're confident in winning a team fight. They have been winning team fights. Let's see if they can do it again. Innocent in the bottom lane has the SOD. Mythic Seal prepping for this one. Yums with an angle, but Kun goes in. Phantom execution!
That hurt!
What?
They get to burst down Yums with just the pressure from Kun and the Phantom execution.
Nice.
Now, how will they try and attempt to contest this Lord? The SOD does not land! Ken will have all the time in the world to focus on his opponents, and he takes the Lord along with it!
Everyone falling, only Innocent here getting a trade, getting something on the map. He does get it, but look at Nico, he wants to cancel it. He will be able to do it. Innocent jumps in with the step, goes into the base. Oh my Lord, Innocent! Walks it over, gets a kill! Cannon minion! Innocent! He cannot do it, not in time. The base open. He's tried everything to save this game. There's another wave now in the bottom lane. Innocent looking for clear. Kun holding it. Can he do it?
There's the Lord. It has already spawned. They might have some time. They might get to buy some time. And he forces a reaction out of the other members. Will he actually go for the SOD?
Oh no.
There's the magic sentry. Oh, he just goes for it, but Boye
finds the pin. Innocent down. Ken on the purple buff. Cram jumps in with the bravest fighter. The Lord still in the mid lane. He utilizes the second part of it. That's a Thorn Rose by Ken. A pin down again. Cram flickers out. And Mythic Seal have all the tools necessary to utilize this Lord of the mid lane. Ken!
Okay, can actually deal with Cram. Just needs one more hit. Boye gets it. Sekai's, Yums, and Stormy, the trio mid, they're the ones who have the responsibility of holding things down and holding things together. But Yums, he won't be able to knock up anyone.
They're gonna go for the base! Silago Red Giants OG Esports fall to the dark horse! That is the Mythic Seal, planted in Game 1, fully sealed in Game 3. Mythic Seal will move on to the next stage of the tournament. What an upset, what a performance.
The final seal has been broken, and Mythic Seal has fired the warning shot heard across the world. They are the first team to go into knockouts and carrying the legacy of the Burmese. Mythic Seal with the biggest shocking result of the tournament so far.
This is such a statement for Mythic Seal. Even from the very beginning, even when many have possibly favored SRG OG over them in this matchup, they did not make things easy for the Red Giants. They made them struggle to get the win.
Okay.
And the mechanics, we said it probably could be somehow a limitation, but in this game, in this series, they proved that it's actually not in any way a limitation for Mythic Seals. They've been overpowering SRG through these mechanics.
At this point, they're not just dark horses nor fighters. They have launched themselves into a position where Mythic Seal can definitely be considered a contender now. The first into the top 8. When I put them in my top 8, I had conditions for Mythic Seal to improve in certain aspects, and they did just that. We'll now toss it on over to Eterna with what seems like to be Nico and Ken from Mythic Seal for the interview.
Thank you so much, casters. We're here with Nico as well as Ken, and apparently Ken is translating?
No, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll translate
So,
it.
okay, so Ken, the glorified